Hey everyone, it's AniHive again. A couple videos ago, I did a video on Hitoribocchi's lifestyle. In it, I briefly discussed the cute girls doing cute things genre. Anime's got a lot of weird genres, I know. This genre's been around for quite some time, and many of the shows are staples of the anime community, like K-On! Or Lucky Star. Coincidentally, both done by Kyoto Animation, but they specialize in cutesy shows like these, so it's sort of a given. Anyway, when most people think of cute girls doing cute things shows, they probably think of these two shows. But while Cute Girls Doing Cute Things has been around for so long, you start to wonder, what was the first one? Well, let me introduce you to a show called Azumanga Daioh, which is widely considered the official start of the genre. Originally airing in 2002, with the manga starting in 1999, Azumanga Daioh is about Chiho Mihama. She's a 10-year-old prodigy who has skipped grades to become a high school student. While you think she might be the odd one out, her class has her beat. With such eccentric characters such as the teacher, who speaks her mind maybe a little too much, her classmates that range from loudmouth and obnoxious to incredibly dumb and scatterbrained, Chiho experiences school life in a very different way. Now, I've always wanted to watch this show, but I never jumped the gun until I saw people on Twitter talk about how one of the characters, Ayumu Kasuga, or Osaka, appeared in the original creator's other work, Yotsuba, which is also a cutesy manga about a young girl just being goofy and enjoying life through just the little things. I've seen so many memes of this Osaka girl, and every meme I've seen kills me. So I just sat down, basically binged it for a couple days, and really enjoyed it. It was so funny. This show has all the things that define a cute girls doing cute things anime. Not much of a plot, characters that usually shine above all else, and a large focus on just them doing the stupidest stuff you can imagine. This show reminds me of a mix between Biyori and Nichijou. Biyori because the characters shine in this show with literally no plot and funny situations, and Nichijou because of the absurdity. A lot of people compare this to Lucky Star, which is probably a better comparison, but I've only seen the first 2 episodes, so I have no basis for saying so. This show is also a 4-panel manga, like a lot of these shows are. 4-panel manga are exactly how they sound. Each page has 4 square panels in a row, which could be more than just 4 per page that tell the story instead of your traditional manga, where paneling is different depending on manga. Because of this, each episode is divided into 4 parts, focusing on only one situation that could be continued into the next section, or could be something completely standalone. It's a nice, digestible format, and a lot of Cute Girls Doing Cute Things shows are from manga that are only 4-panel manga. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's for faster punchlines since these shows rely heavily on comedy, but I'm not sure. This show still holds up and is super funny. Every character is so defined in one personality trait, and they dial it up so extreme that the situations and how they handle said situation are so funny. I caught myself laughing out loud at a lot of the jokes and situations. If you've never heard of this show, you might know it from some of these memes.
Hello everyone! How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh my god!
I wish I were a bird.
すよへいよ私が運転するわそれがいいです行くよはいやっぱり二人乗りはいけませんよねその通りや
It's killer. Well, I won't go into the plot because, well, there isn't one. Let's dive into what carries this show, and that's the characters. Let's start with Chiho. Being so young, she acts pretty mature for her age in most situations, and is essentially the straight man. Also, she's the token super cute character who's overly cutesy. There's so many situations where she starts to act her age, and she plays around with the girls like a 10-year-old would. There's also her pigtails that are pretty weird looking, but that's something the show and some of the characters poke fun at as well. She's also super rich, so there's also some funny situations there as well. She's great. The next character is Tomo. As soon as she's introduced, she literally tells the audience who she is. She's extremely loud, annoying, and challenges everyone to things to prove that she's better than others, usually proving that she isn't.
It's over! Mr. Cocky wins!
And she makes excuses to still think she's better than others. Oh my gosh, this character is super annoying and outrageous. But because of this, a lot of the funny situations are initiated by her. These challenges, so to speak, range from her competing in a marathon for school, stating that she was the fastest runner for the first minute, so she's automatically the best, timing herself for grabbing lunch at the school shop for her friends, and many other things. Most of the time it's just her failing, and they make it so absurd. This is a character you either love or hate. If she was real, she would be insufferable, like straight up. There's one part where they're on a trip, and Chiyo has the key to open her house, and she says it's the only key. So Tomo grabs it and throws it in the forest, because she says that when someone says something like that, you have to do it. That made me so mad, because if that happened in real life, bro, I'd get so upset. But it's just anime, so I think it's pretty funny here. She's also one of the characters labeled as dumb. She even gets put into a group called the Knuckleheads later on that consists of all characters that get awful grades in school. It's funny. Another character in this band of strange is Yume. Yume's more of a character who's the direct opposite to Tomo. She's not as loud, annoying, or as dumb as Tomo. She's known Tomo for a while, so Tomo likes to take jabs at her, and she snaps back. It's really funny because it's not just yelling at her, sometimes she attacks Tomo by doing like an uppercut or something. With Tomo being that annoying, I understand. Yume also gets a little side story talking about how she's trying to diet because she thinks she's too heavy. Bro, if this looks too heavy to you, how? Does this look heavy to you? Anyway, she's funny too, but not my favorite character. There's another character in this show who doesn't join the core group till a bit later, but she's also part of it, and her name is Kagura. She's the sporty, athletic type. She challenges Sakaki to a lot of physical challenges because she's good at sports and stuff too, but most of the time, she doesn't care. They end up being together a lot, and sometimes it can be detrimental to Sakaki. For example, she wants to pet the cat that always bites her for some reason because she loves cats. But Kagura just ends up scaring them away, and Sakaki gets super sad. She's also a dumb label character with Tomo, and another character that we'll get to later. She and Tomo goof around a lot, and it's like they're a comedy duo. But anyway, now to the favorite characters. The first is the character I just mentioned, Sakaki. She's the tall and scary looking girl who's very athletic and quiet, but she really loves animals / cats in general. And when I mean she loves animals, I mean she really loves animals. There's specific episodes that just show her getting interested when anything animal related comes up. She even goes to a cat alley and gets mauled by all the cats, but even after that, she still loves cats / animals. Animals hate her, so she either gets bitten or scratched by all the cats she makes contact with. Sad. She's fun because it really is every time someone mentions something animal related, she has to get involved. It's pretty funny. Now for the best character in my opinion, and that's Ayamu Kasuga, or Osaka for short. Her nickname is Osaka because she tells people that she's from Osaka, then everyone just keeps calling her it from then on. Now, if the lowest IQ were a person, she would definitely be it. She's incredibly spacey, and it doesn't matter what she does, it kills me. She could be doing something, and then a second later, she starts to think of something completely different, and then completely forget what she was doing altogether. And it happens way too frequently. She also has an overactive imagination. There's one time where she thinks about Chio's pigtails, and if they're detachable. Bro, I can't think of this character and not laugh. Even her resting expression is just this empty, dumb smile on her face. They actually play at it later in the show with a funny joke.
なんだ、大阪かよ。
She's great, and honestly might be an all-time favorite character for me. I can't think about her and not laugh. The main cast is incredibly solid, and they all make me laugh, but the side characters are funny too. You got Kaorin or Kayori, who's as obsessed with Sakaki as Sakaki is with animals. You have the teachers, Yukari, who's as loudmouthed as Tomo, and Nyamo, or Miss Kurosawa, who's like a Yomi type, who's the direct opposite of Yukari, and has also known Yukari forever. And another teacher named Kimura, who's a big pervert. He's very hit or miss when it comes to his jokes.
Mr. Kimura, why did you decide to become a high school teacher?
'Cause I like high school girls, that's why!
I think every character in this show had made me laugh out loud. This show is just incredibly funny. There are also episodes that focus on the characters, and we learn a little bit about who they are as people, and it's pretty nice. Now when it comes to the opening and ending, the opening kinda grew on me, and I started to enjoy it a lot. Now the ending though, heat. This is a non-skippable ending for me. It's so catchy, and it honestly might be up there as one of my favorite endings of all time. I personally think it's that good. The soundtrack is catchy too. I remember finishing an episode and having one of the songs stuck in my head. They sound goofy, but they'll definitely get stuck in your head. At least, it did for me.
Hi. 今日から3組の担任になった谷崎よ。よろしく。
私、春日歩。この間大阪から。
Now the final thing I want to mention is just how important Azumanga Daioh is to anime culture as a whole, and some fun facts. Now being the first cute girls doing cute things show, a lot of patterns you see in this show are copied for future shows down the line, like Lucky Star, or something like a Nanan Biyori. These shows, and even this genre wouldn't happen if Azumanga Daioh didn't exist. Also, the term waifu actually originated from this show. In one episode, Kimura talks about his wife, but he says it in a more Japanese way as waifu.
My waifu.
Eventually it caught on, and now it's just a regular term we use within the community. It's cool how influential this manga was. Also, last fun fact, the title of this work, Azumanga Daioh, is a mix of the creator's name and the magazine that it was published in. So, Azumanga Daioh was born. I thought that was pretty interesting when I found it out. Also, man can draw. I like his character designs, and in his other work, Yotsuba To, the backgrounds he draws are so intricate and detailed, I can't help but just stare at it for long periods of time just to see the detail. He may have basic looking characters, but his backgrounds are insane. Despite it coming out in 2002, this show still holds up with some of the best in the genre. The characters are great, it's extremely funny, and it's just all around good. I definitely recommend it if you like this genre, or you just like good comedy. This show definitely has it. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Just finished watching this show in full, and I had a great time, so I just wanted to talk about it. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can get this to a wider audience. See you next time, and don't forget, join the Hive Mind.